premium automotive reviews, somewhere inside General Motors design studios, there is a name that refuses to stay buried. A name that once meant more than luxury, more than horsepower, more than chrome. And industry whispers suggest Cadillac may be preparing to bring it back, reimagined for a world that looks nothing like the one it left behind. If the rumors circulating through supplier networks and design circles are accurate, the Eldorado Biarritz nameplate could return around 2027, wearing a silhouette so aggressive, so low, so unapologetically bold, that it would make everything currently wearing the Cadillac badge look like a warm-up act. Stay with us, because before this is over, we're going to walk through what industry sources believe this car could bring to the table, from the way it might reshape Cadillac's entire design language, to the technology that could quietly make it one of the smartest luxury coupes ever discussed in enthusiast circles, to a performance direction that, if accurate, would represent a genuine philosophical shift for the brand. There are a few details toward the end of this that even seasoned Cadillac watchers have found surprising. So if you've ever wondered what an American luxury coupe looks like when it stops apologizing for being bold, keep watching. I'm your host here on Premium Automotive Reviews, the channel built for people who are tired of surface-level walkarounds and want to actually understand why a car matters, not just what it costs. We've spent years breaking down everything from mainstream workhorses to ultra-exclusive halo cars. And what keeps pulling us back to a story like this one is simple. It's not every year that a brand considers resurrecting a name with this much emotional weight behind it. So let's get into what the 2027 Eldorado Biarritz is rumored to represent, and why, if these projections hold up, it could end up being one of the most talked about American luxury vehicles of the decade. Let's start with the way this car is expected to look, because design is where this rumored Eldorado seems to make its loudest statement. For decades, Cadillac has flirted with aggressive styling without fully committing to it, always pulling back at the last moment to protect a certain corporate conservatism. Industry analysts suggest that restraint may be gone entirely with this project. Picture, instead, a stance that sits impossibly low and wide, a proportion set that borrows more from a grand touring coupe than a traditional sedan, and a silhouette that seems to flow in one uninterrupted line from the tip of the hood to the edge of that sharply kicked-up rear spoiler. This isn't a car that's expected to whisper. It's one that's rumored to arrive already in motion, even while parked. The front end, according to design analysis circulating among industry watchers, is expected to center around a dramatically reworked interpretation of Cadillac's signature vertical lighting language, only now integrated into razor-thin daytime running strips that wrap the leading edge of the car like a blade. Below that, a mesh grille pattern is believed to dominate the nose, dense, technical, almost architectural in its detailing, flanked by aggressive lower intakes and what appears to be functional carbon fiber aerodynamic elements designed to manage airflow at speed rather than simply look sporty. That's a meaningful distinction, because it suggests engineering intent rather than pure styling exercise. The hood itself is expected to carry raised character lines and integrated vents, hinting at serious thermal management underneath, the kind you'd expect from a car engineered to be driven hard, not just displayed. Move to the side profile and the story continues. Reports suggest a fastback-inspired roofline that tapers dramatically toward the rear, paired with wheel arches that are pushed outward to accommodate a genuinely wide stance, and a set of massive multi-spoke wheels, finished in a way that feels more custom coach builder than factory options list. The greenhouse is expected to be slim, almost coupe-like, despite the car's larger overall footprint, which would give it a crouched, ready-to-pounce visual energy even standing still. Chrome accents are believed to trace the window line in a thin, elegant strip, a deliberate callback to Cadillac's more glamorous eras, proving that even in a hyper-modern design, the brand hasn't fully abandoned its own history. Around back, expect the drama to peak. Full-width taillight treatments have become something of a signature move across the luxury segment, and speculation suggests Cadillac's take here could be one of the most distinctive yet, with vertical light blades on each side merging into an illuminated central signature that carries the Eldorado name across the trunk lid in a way that feels almost ceremonial. Quad exhaust outlets integrated into a heavily sculpted rear diffuser reinforce the idea that this isn't simply a design study. It's expected to be a performance-oriented flagship wearing a design language built to intimidate. Now here's where things get interesting, because exterior drama is only half the story. What's rumored to be happening inside the cabin might actually be the more significant leap. Step through the door, and industry projections describe an environment that trades busy, over-styled luxury for something calmer and more deliberate. Expect a dashboard dominated by a sweeping digital display architecture, a configurable instrument cluster flowing almost seamlessly into a wide central touchscreen, both wrapped in genuine carbon fiber trim and finished with satin metal accents rather than anything that reads as artificial or overly glossy. The materials story here is expected to lean heavily into quilted leather upholstery, deep stitching detail, and ambient lighting that subtly shifts tone depending on drive mode. A small touch, but one that reportedly changes how the cabin feels, depending on whether you're cruising or pushing the car hard. What really separates this rumored interior from typical luxury fare, according to industry chatter, is the integration philosophy. Rather than layering technology on top of the cabin, reports suggest Cadillac is aiming for the technology to feel woven into the architecture itself. Expect deeply integrated AI-assisted climate and comfort systems that learn driver preferences over time, adjusting seat position, ambient lighting, and even suspension characteristics based on recognized driving patterns. There are also whispers of a next-generation voice assistant, one designed to handle natural conversational requests rather than rigid command phrases, something that would put it in genuinely competitive territory against the most advanced systems currently offered by European rivals. And that's just the surface. We haven't even gotten to what industry sources believe could be happening beneath the surface with driver assistance and connectivity. And honestly, that's where this story starts to feel less like a design refresh and more like Cadillac attempting to leapfrog the entire luxury segment. On the technology front, expect over-the-air update capability to play a central role, allowing performance calibrations, infotainment features, and even certain driver assistance functions to evolve after the car leaves the factory floor. That's become table stakes for premium electric and hybrid platforms, but industry analysts suggest Cadillac could be pushing further here, with a digital ecosystem designed to sync seamlessly across phone, home, and vehicle, letting owners manage charging schedules, cabin preconditioning, and vehicle diagnostics from a unified app experience. Semi-autonomous highway driving capability is also expected to be part of the package, building on Cadillac's existing hands-free driving technology, but reportedly expanded to handle a wider range of road conditions and lane change scenarios with less driver intervention required. Now let's talk about what might be happening under that dramatic hood, because performance is where speculation gets particularly interesting. Industry estimates suggest Cadillac could be exploring a dual-path strategy here, offering both a high-output twin-turbocharged V8 for buyers who want a traditional visceral experience, and a fully electric or plug-in hybrid variant aimed at those chasing instant torque and lower running costs. If the V8 route materializes as rumored, expected output figures are believed to land somewhere in the range of 600 to 700 horsepower, positioning it as a genuine performance flagship rather than a luxury cruiser with sporty styling. On the electrified side, projections suggest a dual-motor, all-wheel drive configuration capable of instant, brutal torque delivery, the kind that could make this Eldorado one of the quickest accelerating vehicles Cadillac has ever offered, expected to sprint from a standstill into triple-digit speeds in a timeframe that would embarrass cars costing considerably more. Underneath, expect an adaptive air suspension system paired with active roll control, engineered, according to industry sources, to let the car transition convincingly between plush highway comfort and genuinely sharp, connected handling when pushed. This is the kind of dual personality engineering that separates a true grand tourer from a car that simply looks the part. And if these projections hold, Cadillac may finally be closing that gap with its most established European competitors. Safety technology is expected to follow the same forward-thinking philosophy. Industry projections point toward an expanded suite of driver assistance features built around a dense network of radar, camera, and LiDAR sensors, working together to deliver predictive collision avoidance rather than simple reactive braking. Expect systems designed to anticipate risk before it becomes obvious, adjusting following distance, steering input, and braking pressure based on real-time analysis of surrounding traffic patterns. For a car with this much performance potential, that kind of intelligent safety net isn't just a nice feature, it's expected to be essential. But here's the part that often gets overlooked in conversations about halo cars like this one. Despite the drama, despite the performance figures, despite the technology, industry sources suggest this Eldorado is being positioned as something you could genuinely live with every day. Reports point toward a surprisingly usable trunk capacity for a car with this kind of stance, rear seating expected to accommodate real adult passengers, rather than serving as a token gesture, and a ride quality calibrated to remain composed on long highway stretches, not just parking lot photo opportunities. That balance, aggressive enough to turn heads, comfortable enough to actually drive regularly, is exactly the kind of positioning that could make this car resonate far beyond the traditional Cadillac buyer. So, who is this rumored 2027 Eldorado Biarritz really built for? Based on everything currently circulating through design and industry channels, this feels less like a car aimed at cross-shopping against a single German or Italian rival, and more like a statement piece, aimed at buyers who want something with genuine emotional weight behind the name, something that carries history while still feeling completely of the moment. It's expected to appeal to those who remember what Eldorado once meant to American luxury, alongside a newer generation of buyers who've never cross-shopped Cadillacs seriously until now. If even a portion of what industry sources are describing turns out to be accurate, this wouldn't just be another addition to Cadillac's lineup. It would be a signal, a statement that the brand is willing to take real risks again, to build something with genuine emotional pull instead of playing it safe. Whether or not Cadillac officially confirms a project along these lines, the fact that so much industry speculation has coalesced around this idea says something on its own, that there's real appetite, both inside the industry and among enthusiasts, for Cadillac to reclaim territory it once owned outright. We'll be watching closely as more information develops, and if credible details emerge, you can expect us to break them down here first. If this kind of deep, honest analysis is something you want more of, consider sticking around, subscribing, and letting us know in the comments what you think Cadillac should do with a name as legendary as Eldorado. Does a revival like this deserve to happen? Or should some names stay retired? Either way, thank you for spending this time with us, and we'll see you in the next one. This video is based on current automotive industry insights, publicly available information, market trends, design analysis, and reliable reports available at the time of writing. It presents a speculative interpretation of a possible future Cadillac model and does not represent an official announcement. Specifications, features, pricing, performance figures, production plans, and launch timelines are subject to change and should not be considered confirmed unless officially announced by Cadillac or General Motors.